Hi, everybody. It's me. I'm back. Welcome back. Our class today is going to use a strap, so please grab your strap or anything that you could use as a strap. This is going to be a pretty quick practice, 10 to 15 minutes. This is a great practice if you've been glued to your desk all day, you've been looking at screens all day. I hate to tell you this, but you're looking at another screen, but this is going to help you. This is going to help you relax. This class is great for people that don't have a lot of time and attention to spend on their practice. So you want to move, but you don't want to really dedicate yourself to a full practice. You're a little squirrely, maybe you have a little ADHD. This is a class for you. We're going to work on the shoulders and get into the hips just a little bit. So let's get started. Grab your strap or your belt or whatever you've got and join me towards the front of the mat. Actually, I'll face you. So we're gonna take the strap and you can start with it behind your neck and just get a nice wide grasp on the strap. And of course, you're gonna wanna adjust this as we start to move. We're gonna start by just lifting the arms above the head and just kind of check in on what feels good here. So the length that your hands are apart from each other is gonna really start to show up here. So start to draw the arms over to one side and almost think of the strap as like a broomstick, right? Drawing one arm down and the other one up, and then back to center. And soften through the face. Maybe find a focal point to gaze at and allow this to kind of move you from side to side, using the strap, the tension between the hands. And take a few moments to kind of feel your scapulas, your shoulder blades loosen up. And if you're here and you're like, this feels good, and I'm stretching, but I don't feel a whole lot in my shoulders, well, my dear, walk the hands a little bit closer together and see what that feels like. Inching those hands a little closer together and then seeing how that impacts the stretch in the shoulder blades. Breathing and taking your time. We'll find one more on either side. And then maybe back on the last pull. Draw the arms back behind you a little further. And then let's come back to neutral. Release the strap, let it rest on the neck and the shoulders, and shake out the arms a little bit. And for the next move, we're gonna keep the strap where it's at, and I'll give you a back view here. Drop the strap over, say, your left shoulder, and grab on top of it with your left hand. And then we'll come back behind with the opposite arm and use the strap for leverage to kind of inch the hands a little bit closer together. The idea is to think of stacking the elbows on top of each other, even if they're, several inches away from each other. That's the momentum or the direction, the range of motion you want to move for. And again, find a focal point that you can look at, that you can gaze down at, and soften the face. Let the breath move through you. And then we'll switch sides. So slowly release the hands and let them slide away from each other. Reset the arms a little bit, and then we'll take that on the other side. So take the strap to the opposite shoulder. Reach up and then reach back, and take your time here. Allow the chest to open up. We take a few moments to breathe and to settle into this. And as you inhale, feel the rib cage kind of opening up on itself. And slowly release the strap, exhale the breath, and bring the strap down to center right in front of you. And now we will come towards the front of the mat. And hands maybe a little bit wider than shoulder width distance apart here. You're gonna start with an inhale, drawing both arms up and overhead. And on the exhale, we're gonna forward fold here. Take a few moments here, full inhale and exhale. And on the next inhale, draw up, use the arms to kind of guide you as you come back up, bending softly through the knees. And then press the hips forward, arms back. Drop the arms back to the front. Inhale, lift the arms up. Once again. Exhale, fold forward. And then bring the arms down. So we're doing something very similar to what we were doing before. Inhale to rise. And then exhale, bring the strap back down to the shoulders, and we're going to grab the strap from behind this time. So grabbing that strap behind the low back. Taking a nice wide grip here, so maybe a little bit wider than shoulder width, again, like we did in the front. Inhale here, gaze comes forward. Exhale, fold forward. Bend at the knees, let the chest drive you down, arms overhead. Inhale to come back up. Relax the shoulders. Exhale to fold. Drive that chest down towards the thigh, crown of the head down towards the ground. Arms up towards the sky. Breathe into the back of the thighs. And on the exhale, come back up. Take a breath here. One more time. Exhale, fold. Drop the head down, slight bend in the knees. Arms come up. Squeeze those shoulder blades together to drive the palms or the arms up towards the sky a little bit more. And on your next inhale, press up through the heels, through the soles of the feet, through the quads, and bring the gaze all the way up. Roll out the shoulders, roll out the neck, and we're going to come down onto all fours. Meet me in tabletop position. So with the knees a little bit close together, we're going to start here by rotating on the knee, bring the toes down to the ground, and then step the heel back and send the hips back towards the heel. So we're doing like a little half lunge situation. Drop the knee back close to center, pick up the toes, and then again, toes, heel, press back. Repeat this a few times at your pace. Gently getting into the hips here. One more time on this side, and then we'll switch. Back to center, drop the knee, then the toes, and we'll find that on the other side. So toes, heel, press the hips back, toe, heel, knee, toes. I'm getting mixed up here. Toes, heel, half squat, knee, toes. Let's find this 2 more times. Being mindful of the breath. Find your last stretch here. And then come back to center into tabletop. And I'm gonna face you for the next one. So we're gonna stay grounded on our knees for the next couple of moments. And option to use a block here, you certainly don't need it, but it might be helpful. So I'm gonna have this just to give you an option. So we're on our hands and our knees. We're gonna take our knees a little bit wider this time instead of having them closer together. Arms are gonna come out nice and wide so the elbows are at a 90-degree angle. And we're gonna get into the shoulder blades here. So as we lean over to the left side and bend into the left elbow, we bring the right chest down towards the mat. And it can come all the way down, or it can come down as low as you'd like it. And this is where the block might come in handy. So if the ground is too far down, the block can help you kind of meet the ground halfway. So we'll just move and find this from side to side, really getting into the shoulder blades, the scapulas. Coming back to center, releasing one side, bending into the opposite side. Finding one more, and then coming back to center. Take your time. Sitting up on the heels. Take a breath here. Close the eyes. Option to bring the hands to the body or to heart center. Breathe into the body. Breathe into the shoulder blades, the hips, the quads. And gently blink your eyes open here. We've reached the end of our short practice. I hope you feel restored in your body and energized to move throughout your day. And I'll see you again next time.